What's up, everybody? It's your boy, William the Gamer, and as I promised, I'm back with the Arena Merge Glitch. So here we are, we're at the Arena floor. Right, on our map we see this job right here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to hover over this job right here, as you see on the screen. We're going to go to our messages or wherever we can to find Anahuac 1p5. We're going to go to his profile and we're going to hit the join button on his game. Okay? So we're going to hit join, but here's the trick. Once you hit join, you're going to wait for the alerts. You're going to hit X on the first alert, and then you're going to spam X and square really quickly on PlayStation 5 controller. So you're going to take your thumb and you're going to, when you hit join, you're going to wait for the first alert. You're going to hit X on the first alert, and then the second alert you're going to hit X and then swipe up to square really quickly. So hit join, X, swipe really quickly. Then you're going to hit X on that last alert. That didn't work. So you see, I'm still got a mini-map. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of that mini-map. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to float over that job. I'm going to hit Anahuac 1p5. I'm going to hit join on his job, on his game. Hit X. X square. I'm going to try that again. I don't think that worked again. Okay. So nope, didn't work. So we're going to do the same thing. Go on the job. Sometimes this can be a little tricky. I'm going to hit join again and then ready, X, X square. Alright, that time it worked. You see that? I have no mini-map on the bottom corner. That's how you know it worked. And what you're going to do is you're going to run up here, right? You're going to go over here to the spectator box. Okay? You're going to go up to the spectator box. You're going to hit right on D-pad. You're going to say, yes, spectate event, $10. What that's going to do is that's going to put you invisible. You're going to join Anahuac 10p5 this time. So go to Anahuac 10p5's profile. You're going to go to where they're now playing the game. You're going to choose that. You're going to see a join screen pop up. When the join screen pops up, you're going to hit join one time. And then you're going to hit X one time on the alert. That's going to bring you out of the frozen screen. And you're going to be free with no mini-map. Okay? So that's how they glitch out. Right there, you glitch out with that job. But you don't stand in the job and start it. You start it on the map. Right? Okay. So next step. The next step is I have a friend in the same lobby as me. And they're going to send me an invite over to the LS car meet. Okay? So they just did that just now. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the mods off of this vehicle right here. See, it's got F1 tires. It's got unselected everything. It's got, you know, blank Yankton plates. We're going to take this. We're going to bring up our phone. We're going to go here. We're going to accept that invite to the LS car meet. Okay. Once we're inside, I'll let you know the next step. Now that we're inside of the LS car meet, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our... He's just finding his car real quick. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go to our interaction menu, go to manage vehicles, and we're going to request our personal vehicle. What that's going to do is it's going to put that modded car in this area, right? In the LS car meet. Once your vehicle spawned in the LS car meet, which you know it did, because you ordered it, there it is right over there just to show you. That's the vehicle we're going to be using the mods off of, but we're not going to sit in that vehicle, okay? We're going to sit in our friend's vehicle. Our friend is just going to stand out here chilling. He's looking at a car, just chilling. We're going to go over here, we're going to get in his vehicle, right here. Okay, now that we're in his vehicle, we're going to bring up our interaction menu, go to LS Car Meet, then we're going to scroll down to the sprint race, okay? We're going to start up a sprint race. When we do that, our friend is going to bring up his phone, and he's going to join that sprint race. And then he's going to go to his interaction menu, Manage Vehicles button, and he's going to hover over Return Personal Vehicle to Storage, okay? So right now he's hovering over Return Personal Vehicle to Storage. When the starting count counts down to the number 2, he's going to hit his X button and just spam it a couple times. And that's going to kick me from his vehicle. Now, okay, that kicked me from his vehicle. I'm in a black screen. I'm going to go and join Anahuac 10p5 again. While I'm in that black screen, I'm going to join Anahuac 10p5. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to hit X one time, and that's going to put me outside in my vehicle. You see that? Okay, at this point, you're going to bring up your interaction menu. Make sure you register as a boss. So start an organization. Mine is Moneybags. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So you start up an organization. You go to Secure Serve CEO, interaction menu. Click on that. You go down to CEO Vehicles. You go down to Buzzard. Okay. You order the Buzzard. Okay, now your screen's gonna be backwards type shit, so you're gonna have to, like, just be careful. So when we go out here, we're gonna see that the buzzard spawns right out here. We got some cars not cooperating. Okay, now at this point, it's easy from here. We're just gonna start up the buzzard. We're gonna fly up into the air. Alright, at this point, we're just gonna jump out the buzzard, hitting the triangle button. And then we're just going to join Anahuac 10p5 once again. Okay? So we blew up, we died, we came back in the vehicle. Now we're going to join Anahuac 10p5 again. Because right now we're frozen. We can't move anywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to join Anahuac and we're going to accept the alert. At that point we're going to be able to move. So at that point I'm going to back up. I'm going to go over to this gate right here, okay? This gate's like right across from where you're doing the race, right? Okay. Once I go here, I'm going to bring up my interaction menu. I'm going to go to Secure Serve CEO. At this point, I'm going to go to CEO Abilities, okay? Once I go to CEO Abilities, I'm going to click Request Luxury Helicopter, okay? Once I do that, a luxury helicopter is going to be sent from my CEO office to pick me up. Okay, as you'll see behind me, the helicopter will land in that spot every time. Every single time. Here it comes. Okay, helicopter's landing. So I'm just going to back up here. I'm going to get out the vehicle. I'm going to walk over to the helicopter invertedly, and I'm going to walk up to it. And I'm going to hit triangle to get in it. Enter. Okay, now I got the options to quick travel options and set a waypoint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit L3 to quick travel. And then I'm going to choose my CEO office, which mine is the Maze Bank West. Doesn't matter which one it is. You just choose that one. And she'll take you there. Now what you do is you just wait. You don't touch anything. You just allow the cutscenes to go through. She delivers you to the CEO office. You don't touch anything yet. Okay. Now you're going to spawn inside of the CEO office just like this, through the elevator, and you're going to be standing with an inverted look. Alright, at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to, with your L3 or your left toggle button, you're going to push forward on it to walk towards the desk.
Hi.
At this point, your screen's going to go black sometimes it won't. You're going to hit right on D-pad. It's going to go to Executive Assistant Services. You're going to scroll down to Personal Vehicles.
How do you choose between
Okay?
your children?
So in the Personal Vehicles, you're going to go to whatever garage you want to mod your vehicle from. You can choose any one of these garages in any order or in any fashion. Okay? So I'm going to, in this case, I have some in the Eclipse. And I have some unmodded ones in the Eclipse Boulevard. So as you see, I have a list of vehicles here. I have the Evron, the Cavalcade, the Yosemite, the Drift Walton 35, the Vigoro ZX, the Buffalo STX, the Nightshade, the Vector, the Rebula GTS, and the Scramjet. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to start with let's say the Scramjet. We're going to choose the Scramjet. We're going to not hit any other buttons until it puts us outside. Once it puts us outside, it's going to spawn that vehicle on the map. Okay? Alright, now we're outside. We're just going to stand here. We're going to hit our interaction menu. We're going to go to Secure Serve CEO. We're going to scroll down to CEO Vehicles. We're going to scroll down to Buzzard. Okay, we're going to order the Buzzard. As you see, we're in an inverted look, so if you just walk straight forward and then just move your left toggle back and forth a little bit, you can make your character run in that direction. So you're going to run out here in the street. You're going to see that there's a Buzzard here. You're going to get inside of the Buzzard. Alright, at this point, you're just going to take off in the Buzzard. Just go straight up. Okay, once you get to a certain height, you're just going to jump out the Buzzard. At this point, you're just going to spawn back in that vehicle frozen again. Alright, this time you're not going to join anybody. What you're going to do is you're going to tell your friends that, hey, I've modded the car, you can now close your game. So what they're going to do is they're going to go to their game switcher, right? They're going to click on that, they're going to click on the game, they're going to go to close game. Okay? They're going to hit close game. And once they hit close game, we're going to see that that's going to end the sprint race. Okay, he's closed the game. At this point, he can join back, or he can, wait until you're done, join back. But at whatever time, he can just join back. Right now, the sprint race is over. Alright, so the vehicle is modded at this point. The only thing is we have to take it to a shop. And we have to change one thing on the vehicle to save it, okay? It's very important. You take it to the shop, and if you go the same way I'm going, you can see that I'm going to show up right at the shop, and that's the Los Santos shop pay and spray over here, which is, coming through. Los Santos pay and spray over here, so I'm just going to go through here. Okay, right here, Los Santos Customs. Whoops. Los Santos Customs right here. I am still glitched out, so we're still good. But if you go right here to this spot, seems like it's closed at the moment. Actually, this vehicle, we can't do that. This vehicle, we have to go to our service vehicles, and we have to call the Avenger. Okay, because this is a weaponized vehicle, so we can't take it in there. So we're going to request our Avenger. At this point, I have to look on the map, so I have to go to my phone. The Avenger spawned right up there, so we'll just go around there. Only because this is a weaponized vehicle, and we can't change anything on it. There's like one of those robbery things going on at the moment, so that's why you hear the bells. Oh shoot, we can't take it in there. So this one, I'm hoping it works, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go to appearance, change my appearance, hopefully the game saves, boom. Good morning, Bob. Alright, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna get your friend back in the session. You're gonna have him send you another invite to the LS car meet. At this point, you're supposed to change one thing on this vehicle, but this is a weaponized vehicle, so it's not allowing me to take it into the shop. So I am just going to save my game and join him back in the LS car meet. I don't think it's going to let me call that vehicle into the LS car meet, but let's try. Alright, so my personal vehicle's supposed to be here, so let's just look for it. Hopefully it's still modded, because I didn't change anything on it, but I'm hoping what I can do. See, it's not, actually. Okay, well, we'll try that a different way. That was a fail, but it's okay. We're going to return that one. We're going to call our mechanic, and we'll get our modded vehicle back again. We're just going to go on to the next vehicle.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Alright, we got 1 minute and 11 seconds to cool down, so let's wait on that. Alright, so we've got about 37 seconds left for cooldown, so we're gonna wait for that. Alright, 10 more seconds.
It's coming at you.
Alright, ordered the Sultan back again. Got back in his vehicle. Sultan's right over there. Go to LS car meet. Start up a sprint race. He's gonna join the sprint race. He's gonna go to his managed vehicles. He's gonna return his personal vehicle when it counts down to 2. As you see the starting down below, it says starting. Once it counts down to 2, he's going to return his personal vehicle to storage. What that's going to do is kick me out of the vehicle. And then I can join Anahuac 10p5 again. Boom. Join Anahuac 10p5. Alright, I'm going to hit join. I'm going to hit X on the alert. Alright, I'm going to go to my Secure Surf CEO. I'm going to go to vehicles, go to buzzard, order the buzzard. I'm going to drive out. At this point, I'm at a weird other angle, but that's okay. As you can see, the vehicle's right there. I'm going to get out. Make my way over to the buzzard. I'm going to get in the buzzard. I'll fly up in the air. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to join Anahuac 10P5 once again because I'm going to be frozen. So here I come. There I am. Now I'm going to hit join on Anahuac 10P5 again. Hit X. I'm going to back up. Now I'm at a weird screen, but I'm going to back up to that gate. Okay. I'm going to go to securities. Request luxury helicopter. I want to back into the gate because I got some people yelling at me over there. So they can't come through the gate. Okay, I'm going to back up. She's going to tell me to get out of the way, but it's okay.
Coming in for landing. Give me some space.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to run right over to her. I'm going to hit triangle to enter. I'm going to get in. Once we get in, we're going to hit L3. Maze Bank West. We're going to say yes on the first one. Excuse me. We'll say yes on the first one. It's going to take you to the office.
I'll be back whenever you need me.
You're going to wait until you spawn inside of the office.
Anything you need, boss.
You're going to walk forward.
Hi there.
You're going to hit right on D-pad, go down to personal vehicle.
Quite a collection you've got here.
You're going to go back to that garage where you're storing your vehicles you want to mod. Just remember, we're not going to do the, hold on, wrong garage.
Did I mention that I have an MBA?
We're not going to do the scramjet because apparently we can't save it. I'm sure there's a way, I'll figure that out. So let's start back with the one right above it, the regular GPS.
Vehicle around right now.
My friend's still chilling in the LS car meet. And what all he's got to do now is when I tell him he's going to close his game. So I'm going to go to Secure Serve, go to Vehicles, go to Buzzard. Alright, I'm going to walk out. Now the Rebula's going to be on the map, which is kind of, the Buzzard's over there, so I'm going to go over there. Most of the time it doesn't spawn in that way, but if it does, that's okay. As you see, the Rebula's right there. It's the green one, which we're going to make it different color green, but that's only temporary for the mod. We're going to run out. We're going to get into the Buzzard. As you can tell, it's got regular tires on it right now. It's bright green. I'm going to jump out. Kill myself. That I actually almost died without jumping out, but that's okay. I jumped out. Perfect. Spawn in just like this. I'm going to tell my friend to leave the game. Once my friend leaves the game, it's going to end the race. Alright, once it ends the race, let me just follow through this. Once it ends the race, just waiting for it. Perfect. Alright, it ended the race. I now have the vehicle modded on F1s with blank tiger tags. Okay, nice. Nice. That's cool. So if the vehicle has custom tags on it, when you mod it, it puts those custom tags on it. So that's perfect. That's my old gamer tag. That's really cool. Oops. Alright, my friend is back in the session, and I'm only gonna do it once to show you that you can just continue doing it over and over. You just have to change one thing on the vehicle first, and you go right here to this shop, Los Santos Customs. Okay, at this point you can go inside.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
Once you go inside, you're just going to change one thing on the vehicle. And the best thing to do is just to go here, choose the cheap brakes, go back and choose those brakes back again. And boom, there you go. You can also change the grill, stuff like that. I'm not going to change anything right now, but you can also add liveries, do whatever you want there. This is the current crew color, but you know, I'm going to change that soon. So I'm not going to change that right yet. That would be the crew color. But I'll change the crew color sometimes, so doesn't matter. Right now it's ice white there. We could do something different, you know. We can also put a crew emblem. This is my crew emblem here. If y'all want to join, feel free. We are open crew. We're looking for more crew members and doing merges, glitches, gift cards, duplications, Bogdan back-to-backs, Cayo Perico heists. We do it all pretty much. We help each other sell our products, things like that. My friend's gonna send me an invite to the LS car meet. Okay, I'm gonna accept that invite to the LS car meet. At this point, I can use the same car if I want. So I can just, you know, go to my manage vehicles, request a personal vehicle, unless I want to change the mod in any way. If I want to change the mod, I could like change to a different vehicle, like with Benny's or something like that, or whatever I want, and I could do it that way. And I can just change it to Benny's or whatever I want. So at this point, I'm just gonna go to LS Car Meet. I can't start up a sprint race, so I'm gonna ask my friend to. They're gonna go to their interaction menu, LS Car Meet, start a sprint race. You're gonna go bring up your phone. You're gonna join that sprint race. They're then gonna open up their interaction menu, go to manage vehicles, go down to return personal vehicle to storage. Once it counts down to 2, we're gonna get him to kick me out of the job. Or out of the race, rather. And all he's gonna do that is he's gonna return this personal vehicle to storage once that starting goes to 2. And now, he kicked me out of the vehicle. Now I'm gonna go to my interaction, or my PlayStation button, go to Anahuac 10p5. I'm going to hit join on Anahuac 10p5, and I'm going to wait for the alert. I'm going to hit X on the alert. I'm going to go to my interaction menu, secure serve, go down to seal vehicles, go to buzzard. I'm going to drive out. As you can see, I'm still in an inverted way, but I'm looking the other way this time. Right there's the buzzard, so I'm just going to back up right next to it like this. I'm going to walk over to the buzzard. I'm going to get to the front of it. I'm going to hit triangle to get in. I'm going to fly up in the air, and I'm going to jump out of the buzzard. At this point is the first time in the buzzard, so I'm going to jump out, and I'm also going to join Anahuac 10p5 again. So, because what's going to happen is I'm going to spawn back in the vehicle, just like that. And when I spawn back in the vehicle, I am frozen. I can't move anywhere. So I have to hit join on Anahuac 10 ps5 and then hit yes on the alert. Then I can move. You see, I can drive forward, backwards, reverse, whatever, but it's inverted. So I just have to back up to this gate over here. Sorry. Back up to this gate right here. Boom. Go to my Secure Serve interaction menu. Go down to CEO abilities. Request a luxury helicopter. And I can just keep doing this, okay? My friend can leave the server, come back. I'm in a friend server, only server, so friends can join, come back, or whatever. So what you do is, when you mod the vehicle, they leave, and then they just come right back. And what they do is, they set their spawn location to the LS car meet. So when they come back, they just spawn right in the LS car meet. And then they can just keep inviting you. You see what I'm saying? They can just send you another invite when you're ready. Once you change one thing on the vehicle, they send you the invite. At this point, I'm going to go back to my CEO office. Same thing as last time. We're just going to allow it to spawn us in the office. We're going to be in an inverted look, so you'll see your character exit. Then you'll be in an inverted look standing there. You're going to walk straight forward.
Hello.
You're going to hit right on D-pad. You're going to go to personal
You got a
vehicles.
nice fleet, boss.
You're going to choose the vehicle you want to mod. In this case, it's going to be, you know what? Which one? I'm going to do them all eventually, but for the purpose of the glitch, I'm not going to do them all right now. So at this point, I'm going to do, it doesn't matter, let's do the Drift Walton. Why
You thought
not?
about giving me some shares, boss? No problem. I'll have your personal vehicle brought around.
Alright, so it's going to put you back outside. Once you get put back outside, you're just going to go to your interaction menu. Go to your Secure Serve. Interaction menu, Secure Serve, CEO Vehicles, Buzzard. At this time, when you're bricked, your friend's going to just leave the sprint, right? So you don't have to join Anahuac 10 ps5 when you're bricked. Okay, so I ordered my Buzzard. The vehicle should be right over there, as you can see. The little drift truck. It's all black right now, but that's about to all change. I'm going to run over here, get into the Buzzard. Okay, that's exactly how it's supposed to happen. You're just going to fly up in the air. At this point, you're going to just jump from the helicopter once you get above the trees. Boom. You're going to land down. You're going to die. You're going to spawn back in the modded vehicle. Okay. We spawn back in the modded vehicle. We're going to tell our friend to leave the job, or leave the game. Our friend's going to just leave the game, close the game out. Boom, it's going to end the sprint race once he does that. Alright, sprint race is over, perfect. I'm just going to turn around here, because... Alright, so you see it's got all the mods. It's got the red, white, and blue tire smoke. It's got the black hood, because that original mod car had black hood, black trunk, but this one doesn't have a trunk, so it just has like a black spoiler. It has the F1 tires on it. It has the green windows. It has the Patriot tire, red, white, and blue tire smoke, of course. It has the Yankton tags. But in this case, because they weren't modded tags, right? If you do the modded tags first, they're just going to put modded tags on it, right? But in this case, since it wasn't modded tags, it just took the number tags off of, you know, a random vehicle. So now it's, you know, you can always put, You can always put custom tags on it, you know. I don't have custom tags, so I can't do that right now, but I can give it to a friend to do it. Because I have so many accounts in Rockstar Games, they won't allow me to have more custom tags. So I'm just going to go into the shop. I'm just going to change one thing on the vehicle. In this case, it might be the hood. Just about, buddy. Just give me 1 second, okay? Alright, so in this, I'm just going to, you know, change the hood. What do you think? Oh yeah, turbos with no hood. Alright? Okay, and then also, I don't really like, let me see what deliveries look like. Oh, that's kind of sweet. That's kind of OG, okay. I don't really like the spoiler. I'm not really a spoiler type. If anything, we could do that. No, no spoiler at all. Okay, so I'll already change something on the vehicle. You can also do like sun stripes. You can do change the suspension up, which why would you, you know? You can change the truck bed, put a fuel cell in there, take everything out. That's what I'd like to do. You can then change all of this stuff if you want to, but if you do, what you're going to do is you're going to go to wheel type, but you're not going to choose any of those, okay? Don't ever go to wheel type. You're just going to go to tires, tire design. Now every other one's going to be a normal one, as you can see, but every other one's going to be an atomic or a, you know, different style. So you have this one, that one, skip that one, you have that one, you have that one, you have the atomic. Now another thing, I don't like these 5-spoke, and there is no 3-spoke in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy this one. It's going to change, but not back out. Okay, once you back out, it's going to change to that tire, right? Go back to tire design, scroll down twice, and you'll see that it's the 3-star. You see that? Now you can buy the 3-star back out, and then you have the 3 stars. Okay? So that's how you change the tire. There is an extra tire, but you have to buy a tire to change it to the 3-spoke most of the time. So now I can do things like, right now it's unselected color, so I'm just going to leave it that unselected color, right? Just cause. And then on tire you can do enhancements, which it already has bulletproof tires, which is kind of fun not to have bulletproof tires, but you know, I kind of like that. Right now the Patriot smokes Patriot, but it's unselected, as you can see on the list. Perfect. The windows are also unselected, but they are actually green windows, like on street cars. Bumpers and stuff really don't matter. They're going to be selected, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I am kind of happy with the way it is. Let's see, rear bumpers. I guess we could simplify that a little bit better, right? Okay, let's do that. Exhaust. I do want to change that, I think. It's just too aggressive, for me. I'm just going to change it, I think, to these here.
That'll boost the torque.
Okay, at this point you can do fenders, you can do, you know, different ways here. In this case, I think that kind of works well, because gives the wheel more fender. When you do it this way, it looks like it's cutting into the fender. So yeah, I kind of think, even if we did that, but yeah. See, all that looks like it's cutting into the fenders. You could do that, do it white, like a police vehicle. That'd be funny. Alright, cool. You can change the grill. In this case, I'm going to change it because it's already selected, so it's okay if you change it. Okay, I'm just going to make it black. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The lights you can change, but I don't want to change them. I kind of like the color. Livery, you can add one if you want. I kind of like that one. That one's rusty, but cool. These I don't really get. Benny's one's okay. It just goes over that tail color. I don't really like it. That one's okay though. That one's more classy. But I'm not gonna put it on there. Always make sure your vehicles, especially if you're doing street vehicles, has insurance. If not, it can be lost. Oh, that kind of looks cool. That color too, huh? But anyways, that is give cars to friends. As I promised, I mean, not give cars to friends. Shit, I'm sorry. That was merging vehicles, guys. And that's how it's done. Okay, you just make sure you change something on the vehicle to save it, and you got yourself a modded vehicle. Okay, just like that. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to sign off. You are welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified. If not, was I not even recording all of that? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Alright guys, my bad, I screwed up. But I have to end the stream now. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Also, just to say, the Discord is in the comments of the chat. So if you'd like to join my Discord, learn some glitches, I'll teach you some stuff. Go right ahead. If you'd like to join the crew, just tell us in the Discord, hey, I want to join the crew, and we'll get you in. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.